I'm gonna speak to my Irish geezer, and they have a monk making prayer for him. I don't know if you're going to battlefield or what. I don't know. And he's still hallelujah and things like that. And look how he closes his eyes, and
Amen.
we'll see.
Thank you.
We'll see.
Yes, Uncle Omar.
Irish
thank
geezer,
you.
how are you?
My favorite man at Speaker's Corner. How are you?
Come
Good
on,
to see you.
don't say
All
that,
right.
man. Don't say that.
Well, I am a bit biased because you, as I said, you gave me my debut at Speaker's Corner back in the summer.
You're welcome, man. Anytime.
Thank you, brother.
Anytime. I got soft spot for the Irish people. You know?
Good. I mean, why is that? Just remind me.
Irish people are more genuine
Yeah.
than any European. I don't know the original race of the Irish, but he looks like different than the. I don't know.
But can I tell you why I think that is?
Why?
Because we have been. Have you heard of St. Patrick? I'm sure you have. St. Patrick came to our country 1,600 years ago.
Yes.
You got that? That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
And since then, we've been a Catholic country, and the Catholic religion is very good for a
I
civilization.
admire the Irish not for the Catholicism, because you know in Islam you cannot this Catholicism
Right. Well,
is big problem for us, but I respect them for being grateful. You see, the only European country who talk about Kharail is the Irish.
you talk about
Kharail.
what is that?
Kharail, it means a word in Arabic, mean like when you do fufu. In Palestine, they are in Palestine now. So, I don't like to say the word, because if I say the word, my tongue will be, I have to watch it 3 times and things like that.
Yeah, don't say it. You can talk around.
The Irish are kind, are genuine. If they love you, they love you. If they hate you, they hate you. And they are genuine. You see, when they say the truth, the Irish are white, the British, the English are white. But it's a big difference.
Correct.
The English cannot see.
Well, hang on.
They see the truth and they dump it downstairs.
Right. You've got to a really important point. We are, we're talking about, I don't believe in black and white, but just in those terms, you're right. The English and the Irish, we have the same, we've got the same DNA essentially.
Really?
And the question is, why is the difference?
Really?
And we're all from the same part of the world.
I don't believe that.
And
I
so
don't believe I don't believe.
Hang on, let me finish the
Are you
point.
sure the Irish same DNA like the English?
What I'm saying is the DNA is not the important thing.
No, it's important.
No.
Because
No.
if you're a donkey and you wear a hat, you're gonna be donkey. If you're a dog, if you're a monkey and you wear a turban, you're gonna be a monkey.
You're oversimplifying something a bit more sophisticated than monkeys and donkeys. All right, let me explain. Your behavior is not a function of your biology, it's a function of your belief system. And what is the big difference that happened between the English and the Irish? England was a Catholic country for 900 years, until the Reformation. By the way, I think to overgeneralize, I think the English Protestants are great people. I love them, but
Where the English Protestants?
Hang on,
Where they are?
Let me finish.
Tony Blair?
Let me finish.
Keir Starmer?
Let me finish.
Where?
Tony Blair's a Catholic, actually.
I know.
a
God help
bastard.
us all. Sorry. God love him. May he be saved. But the point is, I attribute the qualities you attribute to the Irish, fairness, honesty, I attribute it to their faith. And I think the Protestants in England have suffered because of Protestantism. They're both forms of Christianity, but sorry, Protestantism is a very inferior form, and I think it tells in the British culture. And the sad
Why
thing,
Queen Victoria, the English, let the Irish, who are the same DNA, starved in the potato
Good.
famine?
That's the question. I'll tell you, because of Protestantism. Let me explain. It was actually, I would say it was a kind of a Protestant-Jewish alliance that brought about the famine. Not a lot of people know this name. The economist who tried to justify the famine, now this is in the 1840s, is a guy called Nassau Senior, and he's a Jew. And the glue that keeps the Protestants and Jews together in England is called free market economics. You know what that is? Free market economics? It's another word for capitalism.
Do you believe Jesus dead?
Hang on, why are we jumping there, bro?
This is for the question.
Hang on, how are we getting from that?
Do you believe Jesus died?
Hang on, we're getting.
I want to know about the free
we're
No,
jumping.
because it's the alliance. This is going to relate to the alliance you just said.
I will explain it. I'll explain it. Thank
Remind
you.
me for my because
I
I'm
will.
going to
I
forget
will.
it.
Now, the split in the church in England happened in the reign of King Henry VIII.
Yes.
He looked at all the monasteries. All of them had great holdings of land for the poor people. About 20% of the land in England was owned by the monasteries, and Henry VIII and his henchmen or his aristocratic brothers, they said, we want that land. And it's called the dissolution of the monasteries. It was one of the worst crimes in history. These monasteries, they were churches, hospitals, schools. You could go anywhere in England, especially in the south here, walk 6 miles in any direction and you'd find a place to take you in, to heal you if you were sick, and to look after you. And
So,
hang on, no, sorry,
Honestly,
I'm going on a bit.
we're not going to only talk forever.
You're going to say now you don't want to hear history.
I don't. I'm
You
not
got to
history.
know about history.
I don't. I want to go straight. I don't want.
I'm going.
I don't want to waste my time.
Sorry. I'm bringing you.
Blah
Okay.
blah 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 blah. No, bro, no. Short answer.
Brother, I want to. Some things cannot be made more simple than I'm trying to do. I'm sorry, but I will go quicker.
How long? How much time? No?
I've got 3 days. Is that enough?
No, how much time? No.
Come on. Okay, 10 minutes.
No 10 minutes.
Look, man, you
No
tell
10
me.
minutes.
Not
Not 10
10.
minutes. Not 10 minutes. 1 minute you will wrap it up.
Well,
Who killed Jesus? According to your belief.
I would have finished my point if you hadn't cut across there. So, we have the split in the church. But hang on, we're trying to get to the root of the question, Protestantism, and you asked about the famine, and I'm explaining. So, they stole the land, and now they need to justify that, and they come up with an ideology called free market economics. The man who wrote the book is Adam Smith, The Wealth of Nations, and it basically says, God, when He created people, He made sure everybody would have enough. The free market economics says there's no rules when it comes to economics. The rich will decide how money will be used. That's called capitalism. It's very destructive. And when the Irish people were facing hunger, did you know there was enough food in Ireland to feed everybody? But they were exporting grain and animals, and you have it.
This is what I want to ask you, man.
Yeah.
If you tell me Britain, English Protestant, and they are good, what the shit good kill the Irish?
I agree.
Where is it? So, are you talking nonsense, or you just give me injection? You should say Protestant are shit, are not good, because they led the Irish people to die.
Okay, brother.
And they still,
Hang
know,
on.
in the Irish time, they used to send the meat, the grain, everything to Britain,
You're right.
and they give you cucumber, Ezekiel.
We didn't even get cucumber. We got potatoes, and
They
they're
get
on it.
potato from Turkey, from the Sultan of
Thank
the
you,
Caliph.
Sultan. Thank you, Sultan.
Now.
Well,
Who killed Jesus? Who's about him?
Let me just come back.
One question, no answer. Who killed Jesus?
I will.
According to
I
you.
promise you. Let me just finish this. We've got my explanation, which is a little bit there's a level of complexity. It's not that. It's basically free market ideology, and you're saying the English are shit. That's not a sophisticated enough answer. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? You
Double
got.
shit. Sophisticated. Shit and the cucumber.
It's not going to work, brother. Sorry. I mean, when you write the book on that, I will be the first to buy it. But you got to go a bit
If
deeper.
you say England, Protestant and Protestant are good, why do you occupy the whole world?
Exactly, because
Why?
I'm explaining, because of an ideology called free market economics.
So it is Christian or
Not Christian.
so they are
Not
not
Christian.
Protestant. So if you say I am doctor and you are sweeping the street,
Yeah.
you are a liar.
Here's the
If
mistake.
you say I'm Protestant, I'm a thief. No, you are not Protestant. You are not Christian.
All right, let me-
You are a thief and should be punished.
You've got to the heart of the matter. The question is Protestants are not Catholics, and sad to say, there are certain ideologies Protestants have taken on which are completely against what the Church teaches, the Catholic Church. One of them is the idea of racism, that the Church is a national identity, that the idea of the Church of England is a contradiction of Catholicism.
The idea of all churches are nonsense.
Well, hang on now.
Where? Give me one church represent Jesus, peace be upon him.
Do you know the difference between...
Give me one church, any country, anywhere.
Now I've had this.
The black people cannot pray in your church. You take them out.
Hang on,
and you tell me
on.
Jesus love you.
Brother, you don't know what you're talking about there. My parish priest, I don't know what your ethnic origin is. My parish priest is a Nigerian, and his assistant is from Kerala. The Catholic Church rejects any. We do not believe in racism, biological determinism. Jesus, one of the marks of the Church is universal. He's as good a Catholic, maybe a lot better, and you can become a Catholic. It's nothing to do with race. Now, one of the diseases in Protestantism is this idea that the English kind of are special in God's eyes because of their DNA. This is rubbish, and it's called the Church of England. It doesn't make sense. There is no such thing as a national church. So racism and free market ideology. That's why you had the British Empire.
Which church?
Sorry, what about the church of
In any country.
That's Protestant. Doesn't make sense. No, I hear you.
Which church in any country represent the good side of Christianity?
The Catholic Church.
Where?
Anywhere.
Where?
In Ireland, in England, in
England?
Timbuktu.
What do you do? What is the reflection of this church? When we have mosque,
All right, go on.
still prostitution the same in the Catholic Church. Still alcoholic the same.
Correct.
Still what you call it?
Okay.
Incest the same.
Yeah.
Gambling the same.
Okay.
Everything the same. What the church? Did
question.
Jesus told you?
Good question.
Do this.
Okay. If you become a Catholic tomorrow and I am a Catholic today, has God taken away my free will?
No.
Exactly. Now,
This,
what is that?
your free will to be Catholic,
What you're suggesting-
your free will to be anything,
Yeah.
to be a thief,
Brother,
but he was gonna judge you according to your choice.
You're right. Exactly.
Yes.
Now, what I'm saying is, you seem to think that if I'm baptized, that I'm no longer allowed that I can sin. Jesus said, I came for the sinners. We fall every day. Being baptized does not guarantee good behavior. Catholics, the only thing I'd say for Catholics is, if you're a true Catholic, what you say is, I am the worst sinner. St. Paul said, Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of which I am the chief. So,
Where is the manifestation of your religion? Where is it? Where?
I would call it Western civilization. How's that?
What?
Fruit of the
Is
Spirit.
it Jesus, Western civilization?
Yeah.
Why Eastern civilization? Philippine Christian, the most corrupted prostitute and the...
You're doing it again.
The same.
Hang on. But I'm saying, did you hear what I said? If you're a female who is baptized, that does not prohibit her becoming a prostitute if she chooses.
And gambling?
Your
Your religion
every
doesn't
sin.
declare you? Doesn't
Okay,
declare you?
let me put it back to you. Do all Muslims live up to the demands of the Muslim faith?
I ask you to do something now. Or please, the monk. I ask the monk to do thing. Please, monk, search in your phone. What is the most alcoholic country in the whole world? The most.
You're making my point for me. What I'm saying.
40 country Christian. What the most gambling country in the whole world? 40 country Christian. What is the most prostitute and siku country? Is Christian. So.
All right. Well, let me see if we can move it on. Do you think Catholicism has brought any good into the world?
No.
Oh.
You know why?
Now I think we know your position.
Once you accept Catholicism, it looks like you are intellectually raped.
You're going a bit hard there, brother. Hang on. You're a Muslim. I think we have a lot of common ground. I think you're amenable to the teachings of Jesus Christ. Do you think? What about the teachings of Jesus Christ? Do you respect them? You do.
Jesus Muslim.
Well, hang on.
Jesus came with Islam. We believe all religion came from Allah, and Allah From Adam,
I believe
from
the same
all
thing.
the sin,
We believe the same
Allah
thing.
is one. Musa said Allah one. Noah said Allah one. Jesus said Allah is one. Everybody said Allah one. So, Inna ad-deen 'inda Allah is only Islam. But if you tell me right or left is your problem. You telling me Jesus.
Well, hang on now. You're doing a little bit. I think you're distorting the timeline of history. As I understand it,